Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wonderful broadcast by yours truly, Portalis Devon. We're going to play some more World of Warcraft. Our goal today is to get as many levels as possible while not neglecting some of my trade skills. Later today, we will be joined probably by a mage, Goldilocks, who is also leveling to 60 with me. I was trying to decide what to do today because I don't want to out-level Goldilocks too much. But I think there are some things that I can do in the meantime that don't involve massive amounts of XP, just to get us all started. We check my played. 16 hours, 36 minutes, 42 seconds. 6 minutes and 12 seconds is how long it took me to write a description for my YouTube stream and hit play. Because I did a played right when I was typing it up to see where I was at. So let's see here. I liked the volume of my streams yesterday. Like, I need to do some more tweaking as always, but I kind of liked how yesterday's stream turned out. So we're just gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again, dude. We had what, 30 viewers yesterday? 30 viewers yesterday. That was incredible. I got my chat loaded up here. Okay, so let's look at my bags. What do we got? We got a recipe. We got some stew, boar ribs. So I know what I can do. First, let's go to the cooking trainer. Let's buy some spices. Cook these boar ribs up. Let's just make sure. Beer basted. No, I need crag boar ribs for that. Okay. Roasted boar meat. No. Nothing for that. Okay. Well, tell you what we could do. We could go pick up another pet. All I got to do is drop my current pet off at the stable. Let's make sure he gets a little bit of meat there. Make him happy before I put him in his cage. So I guess the thing that I need to do. Oh, I need to check out that pet website too. Jellin, aka Goldilocks, was telling me yesterday about it. Sent me a link. Basically allows you to go through and just read everything you need to know about hunters and pets. You know what I mean? Oh, I see, said the blind man. Dang, dude. I got stuff to train, but I can't train any of it. So I've got 3 things. So I need 36 gold or silver. Let's go farm some silver, eh? All right. Current pet. Oh. Do you want to purchase a slot? It costs 5 silver. You guys don't give anything away for free, dude. All right. New plan, R2-D2. Let the Wookiee win. So, if I was in need of a lot of silver, I would probably want to kill stuff that would give me lots of silver. Huh. Let's see. Messenger complete. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's go there. Let's start there. Let's turn those quests in. Okay. We figured out what we're doing, guys. Haha. Shalom. Our goal is to raid TBC. What about... Dude, people out here recruiting, bruh. I just need to find out where Zaryu is, and then I'll join his guild. That's the plan. See, I'm not sure how he's playing TBC in hardcore, which I think is one of his end goals. But I think it might be like an add-on. Maybe. I'm not sure.
What can I do for you?
What can you do for me, sir? There's Loch Modan. Here's Lakeshire Redridge. And there's nothing in Loch Modan that I need, right? Just to make sure. I've got probably a quest. Okay. Cool. Just making sure. Oh, and I don't have enough money. Oh my gosh. I'm 30 copper short. Is that all? Dude, I will right now go sell something right now. We just need, dude, we just need enough money for the plane ride, and we will get our riches over there. 60, dude. For the price of 4 boar ribs, 60 copper, I can exactly purchase my flight to Red Ridge Mountains.
Well met.
That's awesome, dude.
Be good.
Oh, I have 30 silver, 30 copper left. It was almost exact. It is an even number at least. Okay, so we got a couple of bandages. We don't really need these ones. The goal right now is as much space as possible. We're going to keep those. We're going to use those. That's another thing that I can do. So, okay. Okay. Do we go the long way or the short way? Because I need to come here. So I could land in Stormwind. I could come to this outpost, whatever it is here in Duskwood. And then from Duskwood, right here, Darkshire, Darkshire and Duskwood. Then I could run up this way. And we could do the necklace quest. We could turn in these 3 quests. All right. And then we should have money with that. So let's do that. Holy crap, I got 412 bullets. All right, dude, we've got to do something about mild spices. We got to do something about this bag space, dude. We're going to get a bunch of bags. We're going to get some 16 slaughters, mooncloth bags. That's what we're going to get. Full mooncloth. Bing, 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 bing. All 3. And then let's see. I'm pretty sure that I can do ammo pouch. See? Look. Ammo pouch. 8-slot ammo pouch. I'm currently using a 6-slot ammo pouch. What do you know about that? All I need is 4 coarse thread and 3 light leather. Well, light leather is going to come easily. The coarse thread is cheap, but I don't even have money for that because it's 10 copper a coarse thread and I only have 30 copper. So we're gonna push it, dude. We're gonna go straight to our destination. We paid for the ride. We're gonna take the ride. And then what we'll do is we'll work our way backwards from Red Ridge. How does that sound? We'll do what we want here first. And then we'll take this road down to Duskwood. And we'll check in there and buy the booze that I need with the money that I get from the quest turn-ins. And then we will walk back up into Elwyn Forest, turning this quest in. And then we'll make our way over here to finish up. What do I have to finish up over here? Nothing. I mean, the only thing we have are these quests, and I'll wait for Goldilocks on those. And these quests, wait for Goldilocks on those. So Goldilocks and I could very potentially get into Dead Mines today. I wonder what kind of loot Dead Mines has. So this is what we're going to do. Curse Forge. Then we open up Curse Forge. Not receiving enough video. It lost 10%, my guy. You know what I know for a fact would clear up some of my streaming problems? If I ran a freaking hardwire Cat5 cable from my computer all the way down to the modem down there. It could work. Okay, so if I go to search, I go to Atlas. We'll go to Atlas loot. I want to motivate myself with some what do you call that? With some prizes, little carrots on the end of the stick. Once you see what kind of loot is in Dead Mines, you're like, oh, we should do that as soon as possible. That's our goal. All right, so now with that, I should be able to reload my UI. And then I should have a button that says, oh, there's the quest. Atlas loot. I don't see Atlas loot on there. My add-ons. Okay, let's see. If I go to add-ons here, See, look. It says it's out of date, so it's not. It's not working, is it now? So we'll just do this. We'll click on that. We'll delete it. CurseForge does make it pretty easy. All right, close CurseForge. And you know what's crazy about CurseForge? No, it's done. Sometimes it just minimizes to the bottom tray. And it looks like it's closed, but it's not really closed. Gotta watch out for those kind of programs. Programs that want to stay on all the time are doing more than what they're supposed to be doing. It's programs that are mandatory in order to use a piece of hardware. Because piece of hardware only needs drivers in order to work on your operating system. And then each individual software using those drivers can access your camera and use it. So you don't need to have the camera's software at all. All you need are the drivers, the operating system, and the program that's going to access that video camera from your software or from your drivers. So a lot of these companies pushing out some weird stuff, man. Like Instalink 360 has a camera that I really liked, but then that camera had some software mandatory for it. And like on the web camera software, there's a button that you click at the top, and it's easy to misclick it. And it pops down a QR code that allows remote control over your camera through the internet. And anybody with a stream open, if they have that QR code pop down once, that camera is now remotely accessible. So that's Instalink 360. That's why I don't use their products. I actually uninstalled I took the whole thing out once I saw what it was doing. I was like, this is a nice camera, but this software is no good. I went looking around, I'm surprised there's not a whole lot of people out there talking about the dangers of certain softwares. Razer is another one, same thing for your keyboard. Yes, it's nice to have a software that allows you to map the keys, but you don't need it, but the fact that it's required, and the fact you have to log in with an account even. So that's the second part, is not only do you have to have the software being used in order to use their hardware product, not just the drivers, but they also require you to log into an account in order to use the software, in order to use the hardware. Do you see how this snowballs? And nobody talks about this. It drives me nuts because I'm sitting here, 15-year career as an IT professional, systems administrator, everything from Windows, Linux, servers, Cisco, networks, everything. I've done it all. I'm out of it now. I'm out of the game now. Too stressful. But, I can't help but be a consumer when it comes to computer technology, because I have a computer. I build computers. I love computers. And, having hardware that doesn't support Linux, because the company only wants to cater to Windows clients, because Windows allows a platform for a software to be installed and running all the time in the background. That's what Windows is designed for. Software in the background running on your computer. That's what Windows does best. Everything from their AI all the way down to their drivers. Windows drivers are special, assigned drivers, and it's a pain in the butt, dude. Windows is a pain in the butt. I'm so glad to have gotten rid of it. It's a little bit of a challenge. So I tell you what, in desperate times, call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate measures. That should be enough. I should be fine with that. I have 7 silver now. But yeah, so now that I'm using Linux, I can kind of see that. I need to pay a little bit more attention to,
Looking for something specific?
what I'm doing with software companies,
Farewell.
or what I allow software companies to do with me, more specifically. I close off my system. I'm looking at building a pie hole, which basically allows solicitor traffic and spam traffic to go redirect to basically an infinity, allowing you to reserve the right to withhold your private information from websites that you visit. Doesn't that sound like a novel idea? It shouldn't be, That should be the idea. Everybody says this is the standard that we hold our society to. Privacy is the standard at which you should hold your society. A society without privacy is a totalitarian state. You say, well, then give us a totalitarian state, because then at least we have an infinite police force that can see and have, infinite view into everything. So we don't have these pockets of terrorism pop up in our society. We were able to stop the bad guys before they do anything bad. Well, okay, there's something to be said about that. China's doing it. They're putting in all of the surveillance that you can possibly imagine and more. If you think I've got a tinfoil hat on, I do. It was Edward Snowden that he saw the full picture and he's like, I'm getting out of here. I got to leave the country. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. But it's probably warranted, man. I fall in the same demographic as the Edward Snowdens. He's a few years older than me. He clearly chose a different career path. But we both worked in IT, We both sat behind computer screen reading emails, It's part of the job. And anyway, I digress. We're not talking about World of Warcraft, are we? We're talking about the Matrix. Well, anyway, at the end of the day, I helped build the Matrix, so I can't get mad at it. You know what I mean? It's like it pays the bills, and I think that's also the problem, is people will do all sorts of career choices, and overlook all kinds of improprieties, if we could say that, to keep the job, keep the paycheck coming. It's just a paycheck at the end of the day. I'm building the Matrix, but hey, they help me make my car payment so I can drive my my cars. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. It's an easy rant, to be honest with you, and that's why I'm doing it. Is because it's like it really, at the end of the day, I don't have a goat in the race, so to speak. Terrence McKenna said, people say that the world is getting out of control. He says that's a very presumptuous thing to say, because if you say it's getting out of control, then whose control was it in the first place for it to get out of control? Nobody's in control. It's reality is just going to keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder, and technology is going to keep doubling and doubling and doubling. Robert Anton Wilson talking about the jumping Jesus phenomenon. He calls this unit of measurement the Jesus, and this is just a unit of measurement. And so up until the Bronze Age, all information in the entire world could be measured in one Jesus. And by the time that the Iron Age came, we had doubled, and now we were at 2 Jesus. And by the time the Renaissance came, we had quadrupled, and we were up to 4 Jesus by the Renaissance age. And then now we're by 1956, the information in the entire world, the known universe, is doubling again, and it's creating such this huge, profound sphere of human knowledge that it almost, in a sort of way, evolves you, and whatever effects that having infinite knowledge does. I think that there's something to be said about not having the internet at all and just running a cow farm in Idaho. You know what I mean? There's something to be said about that choice of lifestyle. For me, I like 14 monitors, 3 different songs, 4 different videos, an audiobook, and a doom scroll. You know what I mean? I want maximum input. Plug me in, Scotty. I'm here to test. I'm test subject 43521, just like in Portal. I see myself like that, because I used to hold on closely to what I felt like normal was. And then everything what I felt was normal fell apart. I was like, well, I don't know if normal is really what we thought it was in the beginning. So I kind of let go of what I thought to be normal. I lived in Austin, Texas for a couple of years, and I kept it weird. I still keep it weird. Smoking on Alaskan Thunderfuck, playing World of Warcraft, taking care of my grandma. This is my life, dude. Dropped out and still being productive. That's my goal, dude. Just like all of us, I got bills to pay, but I'm not going to get a COVID shot to keep my job to pay my bills. You know, we all should have said no to the COVID shot, lost our jobs, and then if that was the kind of job we had, not everybody was put in that situation. I know many people that were. They were told if you don't get this shot in the next week, you will lose your job. And they had car payments, they had house payments, they had families, they had kids. So what do? You know, the entire military they didn't have a choice. If you're in the military, you don't have a choice. You do what they say. And I understand that. I respect that. But for the citizens that have the opportunity to live in this great country of ours, to have freedom, you know, and believe me, they had freedom to choose. And that's the problem and the point. You know, they chose to live in fear. Fear drives you into the worst places and makes you make the worst decisions because you can't live and be in fear at the same time. You can cower in fear. That's one thing you can do. But yeah, dude, psilocybin, man, that's the eye opener for me. I think that if everybody just kind of had a little bit of a wake up moment, they'd see it. They'd see it. You know, I have these crazy thoughts sometimes, like, what's keeping the world from just turning the entire planet into one big beautiful garden? You know what I mean? Like, why is that a bad, like, couldn't that be a reality for us? Like, just all of human effort is going towards just the beautification of the planet, you know? Oh, these guys are level 19. Oh. Here, you attack this guy. Oh, no. Let's pop my regen potion. Ouch. That's all right. I'm sitting here attacking these wolves, the same kind of wolves I've been attacking all day yesterday. Like, oh, I've got 2 of them. All right. Pet, take that one. I'll let this one beat on me. And then I look, level 19. Oh, I'm fighting really high level wolves right now. Okay. So, I did all of that ranting while staying on course, which I find amazing. I turned in the quests. I got what I needed. I didn't find the necklace because I've tried twice now, and I'm going to go back and look again. But I did 1 lap, and I couldn't see it, so we'll come back to that. But what we're doing right now, besides getting the flight path and Dark Shore, is we are going to get a bottle of, what is it? It is called Dry Times. Dry Times, dude. Bottle of moonshine. Y'all want some moonshine? We're going to drink some moonshine. I mean, I'm not. Alcohol's bad for me. I can't drink alcohol. Neither can my character. I don't drink booze. I used to. Dude, I used to, back when World of Warcraft first came out, I'd sit down every night with a 12-pack. I'm sorry, a 6-pack. I was never really a 12-pack guy. I was a 6-pack guy. But I'd sit down with a 6-pack and just drink and raid. Drink and raid, dude. Drink and raid. It was like awesome. It was a good time. But then my body got a little older and I was like, okay, maybe this isn't sustainable. You know, it's the silly conclusions we inevitably come to in this life is the sustainability factor is important. And it becomes more important as we get older. I want to be sustainable so that I can live longer. That's a good idea. I tell you what. Now, I did go past Dark Shore, right? Yeah, I haven't even gotten close yet, dude. Okay, so take my res and run. My pet's still alive. That's good. All right. We're not completely crazy. Let's med up. Let's turn on my aspect of the monkey. That will allow me to have 1% chance to dodge. I named my pig Babe because I think that is the most appropriate name for a pig. Especially if it's your pet. Especially if it's your pet. You know? I could name my pig Charlotte. But I was never really a Charlotte's Web kind of guy. A pig herding sheep is a great story. That pig was living his best life. Or her best life. Or his best. Was Babe a dude? I think in the movie, Babe was a boy. He just had kind of a effeminate demeanor. Ah, Sneaky Kinky in chat says, anybody needs anything murdered? I'm just here to buy moonshine, buddy. I don't want any trouble.
Greetings.
Greetings. Night watch. It is perpetually night in this dang forest. Might as well call it Mirkwood, except for there's... Oh, no, there are giant spiders here. It's just like Mirkwood. Oh, look at that mushroom, dude. Oh my gosh. What? What? Look at that mushroom, dude. Oh, hold on. Okay, we gotta do it this way. With my pet here. Okay, pet, come on. You gotta... Come on. There you go. I'm facing... There we go. Dang it. Anyway. Okay, here's the inn.
I supply only the finest goods.
Moonshine. 12 silver.
Safe travels.
All right. We got to get some moonshine. We got to get moonshine money. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let's go get our moonshine money. We're going to get the flight path for sure, though.
Need help?
You know, if I would have found that necklace, I think
Safe travels.
that would have done it. I'm here for the moonshine money. Put it in the bag. Rastafari. Bop, 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 bop. That's this Rasta. We don't even have money for bullets. Yes, we do. We have money for bullets, but maybe a little bit of cheese for babe. Man, it's nice to get that. It's nice to get that flight path out of the way, though. I only had to die once because I forgot where I was and started attacking things. That wolf doesn't look so mean. Oh, does he? Does he not look mean, does he? Well, maybe a little mean. Oh, shit. I got this mail in my bags. I am the official mailman. Willie's note. Yeah. Yeah. Messenger to Westfall. Right there. And what's wonderful about this place is I know exactly where the bullets are because I couldn't find them yesterday. And Jellin had to help me out. He's like, ah, dude, quartermaster up here, dude. One love, Rastafari.
Light be with you. What can I do
Light
for
be
you?
with you.
For the
Defias
Alliance.
Brotherhood.
Light bless
Get
you.
that out of my
Be careful.
bags. What?
Go with honor, friend.
Stormwind?
The Alliance. Light bless you. careful.
Uh-oh. I think this is one of those things where...
Need help?
Alright, give me bullets.
How are you?
Give me bullets.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Gabna. Perfect. We got ammo. Alright. Next is...
See you later.
Nothing we need there. Okay. Let's see here now. They want me to go back here to this guy. Pious Brotherhood. And lucky for me, I got the flight path. This running around stuff, I tell you. It's worth it.
What can I do for you?
You move all these people out the way is what you can do.
Have a good one.
You're welcome. I got flight money. That's all I needed was flight money. Yeah, I would have stayed in Red Ridge, maybe grinded a little bit. Ah, messenger to Westfall. Sheesh. Spotted fish. See, it's all high-level stuff, so. It's not ready for me yet. I'm not ready for it. There's Princess. I can fuck her up. And scout through the Jasper Lode mine. I think we can ditch that quest. I think we can ditch both of those quests. I think Gray isn't going to give me anything besides farmer's boots. Oh, but I get reputation if I turn it in. But I only really care about reputation in Stormwind because I'm not really going to buy a horse. I don't want a horse. I want a ram because rams are so much cooler than horses. Oh yeah, all of my quests are like, boom baby, bop. I wonder when I get to wear mail. Two-handed axe, right there, brother. So I need like 10 silver to learn two-handed axes. Opening any and all boxes in Stormwind Bank stairs. Zenk. A level 60 dwarf rogue. Right on, dude. Ah, tarnished elven ring. That's a good one. So this guy clears the clears what, Dire Maul? Yeah, he clears Dire Maul and then has a summon sitting outside Dire Maul and a trader sitting in the trade chat saying wanting to sell these items in their BOP, but it's like if you wanted to buy the tarnished elven ring, for example, you'd join his group, he'd teleport you over there, you could run straight and loot it. That's business right there. Fresh server, not yet. Not yet. Starts on Jan 13th. So I'm leveling a tune for Xfer to Burning Crusade. I'm on Dream Scythe. I spelled Scythe wrong. I've spelled Scythe wrong like for 2 days now. I should probably pay attention to it and see how it's spelled. But, you know, surprisingly, there's a lot of people playing right now. Like, it's a full server, obviously, but there's a lot of people, like, leveling up. So as you go through all the level up stuff, you get, you get competition. Lots of other little groups running around. Ha! Leader of SI7.
Go with honor, friend.
There's that note.
Bless
Get it
you
out of my
for the
bags,
alliance.
please.
Be careful.
Now I got to go back to Westfall. That's the second part. I'm going to hold off on that part of the quest until my teammate jumps on. He's gonna get on later though, probably after 4:30 or something. All right, so we still are in need of gold. Gold is still much our need. So I think I don't want to go to a new area yet because it's just easier to go to a new area at the same time as somebody else because that way you can do everything at the same time. So I might as well go farm some stuff in... Well, we were in Westfall yesterday and I didn't feel like I got a whole lot of loot to sell. I guess it's good for leather. It's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all, actually. Because leather sells, and it'll help me level up my leather working, which is good for me. But yeah, dude, we're like 16, almost 17 hours in at this point, and almost level 17. Almost level 17, eh? See, look. Get me out of here, bruh. Okay, we know Darkshire's off the page books. Luckmodon had some stuff. Let me just check really quick. Let me check. See, Luckmodon has this stuff right here. And see, Mercenaries, level 15 quest, missing supplies, a turn-in, Crocolisks. Yeah, see, I'll do those hunter quests and stuff when I get back. Let's go to Westfall. And finish that up, dude.
For the Alliance.
Stocks. 15 gold for 5 runs. What a deal. Loot is FFA. Please send now. That's one way to do it. I don't even have 15 silver, let alone 15 gold. You know what I mean? Fresh server is coming soon, though. January 13th. That's exciting, dude. Very exciting. Okay, so we got hops, which that's just the Thunder Brew thing. I don't really need to do that. We got this guy, but most importantly, we've got everything around here to kill and loot. We need some money. And we are not a gatherer, except for leather we gather, so leather is good. Leather is good, yeah. Okay. Babe is happy, I'm happy, everybody's happy. We'll wait to turn that in for now. See, I'm level 16, he's level 16. And it just took almost no effort. Chunk of meat. And light leather. Most importantly, the light leather. Make myself a bigger ammo bag after I get a few more pieces of that. Chunk of meat. Woo. And you know what else? If I find somebody that's been sitting there killing them, I can come in and skin all of their kills. Bird, 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 bird. I don't want to mess up their camp, though. All yours, buddy. Don't you worry. Ooh. Ask and you shall receive. I got something to sell. I'll sell for a little bit of money. And honestly, these hops, I can turn in for the liquor, and the liquor sells for a good amount, to be honest. So that's another way I can make money. All right. Well, we're in the zone now. I'm locking in, chat. Slow. My goodness. He didn't want to go down. And the okra I can use to cook. I think. Let me see. I think it's in the recipe I haven't learned yet. Vulture meat, murloc eye, Gore-Tesk snout. That is Westfall stew. What a yummy treat. Oh yeah. This is where we want to be. Question is, how much? I have 16 drinks on me. That should work. Shadow Gem, that's good. See, and if I want to conserve mana, I just send him in, let him get a nice crit off, so I know he's going to hold threat. That's right, I don't need to use my Viper Sting. I think I get 7 silver for every 5 hops. Which that isn't bad. It's a lot of farming though. Get him. That's my bad. I overattacked. Hey, more greens. This is good, guys. And that's technically better, but it doesn't give me agility. It just gives me spirit. But spirit's good for mana regen. Nah. We'll keep what we've got. I don't have an armor kit to put on it anyway. So we're broke and we're farming money. Because money is good. I figured these guys are a pretty good source of it. Ah, my bad. Get him. Hell yeah, dude. Unfortunately, I can't loot the hops on the ground anymore. That's... Well, now that I've picked up the quests, maybe I can loot the hops off the ground now. I didn't think about that. Bet those murlocs are hiding some stuff. Get some. Ding. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ah, no, 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 no. Would you like some fries with that? Pet armor. Can't get around it. That's a good one. To be honest with you, I want my pet to be strong. So when I do have the self-control to not pull threat, my pet can tank that damage like nobody's business. Oh, dude, look at that. And I could almost just send him off ahead of time. Yeah, dude, this is good. This is good for me. And these guys won't give me too much XP because they're kind of low. They're gray, so that way I won't over level my buddy. TY. Get that one. This guy's 15 though. Man, I love that my mana refreshed when I leveled. Let's come to the farmer here. Sell my crap. Free up my bag space a bit.
Greetings.
Let's see what we got so far here. Special chicken feed? The fuck's that all about? Flask of oil. Okra. I'm not gonna keep the okra. Vulture meat. Maybe. No. If I'm not keeping the okra, I'm not keeping that. 3 silver for that, 2.9 for that, 2.5 for that, 1.5 for that, 3.6 for that. Hey, this is good. Hey. Actually impressed. Actually impressed. I haven't even been using my immolation stuff, which I could. See, check this out. If I do what? A3. What's this? Place a fire trap that will burn. I can't place traps when in combat. I knew that. I knew that, dude. What are you talking about? Now I know, though. Now I know. That's probably pretty important for a hunter to know. You can't play traps in combat. I remember now. That's why you'd like feign death, drop combat, and then you could place a trap. If I remember correctly. Dude, they cleared them all out, man. We gotta go find some more. Hops, man. I wish I could loot that right there. I cannot. Get him. Give me your money. Wow, that's a lot of crap. These guys all have hops. And they drop stuff. This is good. Squirrels jumping on the roof again. So if I loot another hops, does that mean that other hops is now lootable? Hold on. Let me try. Because there was a hops right over... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Yeah, see? I can't loot that. I can still collect them, and it still triggers my quest, but I can't loot the hops on the ground. Unfortunately. Pumpkin patch. All right, here we go. So as long as my pet tanks, I can just go forever. Pet and auto attack. Let him get the first hit. It's a critical. Now I just auto attack. Boom. No mana. Then while I'm going to loot this guy, I'll send him over. Skin that mofo. There's my light leather. I guess we will kind of open up a little bit. Give him the business. Here we go. Light leather quiver. Create. Oh. That was the wrong one. Psh. Stoops, brah. Stoops. I needed the ammo pouch, not the quiver. Dang it. And now I don't have enough freaking thread. No. Ah, he's on my 6. Rastafari. We're here doing the deed for loot. I should go see if that that boar camp is free. I don't get as many. I honestly don't get as much silver doing the boar as I do with these guys. Just because those hops turn ins. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 of them and then I'm gonna do it all at once. And that stuff is stackable, which is helpful. That's nice. Piggies don't bother me. They just sit there. Ah, loot, you say? Is that what you say? Loot? Copper tube, that should sell for a good amount. Alright. We're full on stuff. We gotta go sell. Chunk of meat. Ah, are you kidding me? Alright, now we go this way. No? This way. South. East. Starboard side. Still not even close to my quota, but where'd those other hops go? Did I sell them? If I sold them, I'm just gonna buy them back. That's crazy. Dude, attack that motherfucker.
What can I do for you?
I did sell my hops. Those bastards. Okay. Sell. That's alright.
Go with honor, friend.
Get that guy. Don't let him get me, dude. Up to 40 silver. It's respectable. Honestly, that is moonshine money. That is moonshine money. That could get us out of this mess we're in here in Westfall. Outrun him. Dang, dude, don't stop. Don't stop, dude. They're doing the messenger quest. I do not have that quest yet. Or I do, but I don't.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Maybe we
Go
did
with
that
honor,
last night.
friend.
Ah,
The Alliance.
now I have that quest. Dang, dude. What do we have to do to the messenger? We'll wait right there on that quest. We'll wait right there on that quest.
You need something?
Okay, so now we
Safe
go
travel.
back to buy moonshine from Darkshire because we have the silver fort now. See how this all works? Then we got to get the booze from Stormwind. Hopefully it's not like 200 silver, aka 20 gold. Stormwind reputation's going up with that. That's good. Entering Duskwood. See, it's always, even above the trees, it's gloomy in here, dude. It's a gloomy day in Duskwood. I wonder. Ta-da! We will be back here later, but not right now.
Need help?
Well met.
Ooh, Raven Hill.
Light bless you. Safe travels.
What levels? Yeah, that's 20, 25. No thanks. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm here for your finest bottle of booze. There we go. Now we're off to Stormwind for that last sweet bottle of, what is it? Dry Times. Cask of Merlot. Doesn't that sound fancy? And then we can turn in that one, which is super duper cool. Because I had to detour to get the silver for it. Because they're like, yeah, we're going to charge you 12 silver for this moonshine. Prices, man, skyrocketing.
See you around.
Straight to Stormwind, 3 silver. Don't stop, go, don't collect $200. Rouse to arms, citizens of Darkshire. An abomination of the something undead approaches. How come I can't see that? An abomination of the undead approaches. Let's see. Unlock window. Bring it in just a little bit. Like that. Yes. Lock it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Put your thing down, girl. Make it work. No, 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 no. Oh, culture, dude. It's in my bones. I was steeped in it. Steeped in history. That'll sell. Little fisherman knife. Honestly, it's not a bad looking knife, dude. It's a dagger, though. I haven't trained daggers. Apparently hunters can use daggers. Imagine that, a hunter getting dagger prio over a rogue because dagger rogues aren't viable in that particular expansion. That's crazy. Ah, yes. Trade chat. I love trade chat. Everybody's buying and selling. It's a whole economy. ANU players have a lock in Winter Spring. What's that mean? Looking for enchanter for 30 spell power to weapon. Looking for a mage, port to Darnassus. Want a stealth stockades boost, 5 runs for 15 gold. Free for all loot. Loot 3 spots open. My goodness. Where's the inn? I thought that was the inn. I guess the inn is over here, isn't it? The Gilded Rose.
Light be with
All right,
you.
lady. What you got for sale? Let me see what your stash looks like. Melon juice, sweet nectar.
Be careful.
No. Oh no. It's got to be from a bartender? Do they have a bar up here? No, he's down there. He should be down right where he always is. But there's no bar in this tavern. What? Cask of Merlot should be right. Huh. Right there. But it's on... Maybe is there another building next to this? No. Cask of Merlot should be right here. There's an upstairs. Maybe that's what I was missing. Maybe. Guy has to sell it out of his bedroom because it's an illegal market. Alcohol prohibition in Stormwind has been a case since the beginning of Norath or Azeroth. Okay, well, I don't see where to get the case of Merlot. Or the flask of Merlot, rather. Let's see. Let's see what the Maven says. I don't think I have any mail, but I do have something I could put in the bank, I think. No. Nothing I want to put in the bank. Roberto, eh? There he is. I can target him. I marked him with a raid icon. But... Canals District, huh? Where's the Canals District? Old Town? Dwarven. Ah, right there. Right there. It says right there, so we'll go right there. Lots of people are looking to watch Warcraft, I'll tell you. I'm just triple checking here. Somewhere around here there is a star. Huh. Where is this guy, dude? I don't see any stars. It says he's in the Canal District, so maybe he wanders. Maybe he wanders. That's probably it. Anywhere there's a star. This guy's fishing, dude. What you catching today, bro? Catch any ulas? Any mahi? Olos? Giving away free 50 armor cloak. Wow. Fortitude of the Scourge. I'll tell you what, those guys look like they're going to see Roberto. 50 minutes left on Rallying Cry. You know, if I stay in Stormwind long enough, I will get a Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. I'm sure of it. Seems like he should be able to jump over that, huh? Ah. They blocked it, those jerks. We've got a target icon on him. We've got him targeted. But we don't see him, and we don't see any skulls. Apothecary, cheese, visitor center, everyday merchandise, arsenal. The Gilded Rose. He's supposed to be here, dude. Oh, there he is. Look. Look, there's the skull right there. He's wandering. Ah, clever fella. No, that's not him. Tar Roberto. Hold on. Roberto, here he is. Let's give him a blue square. Do you see any blue squares anywhere? I don't. Oh, no, not that. We want... Copy, paste, location. Inside the Galena Winery. This is the Canals District section on the perimeter of the Trade District. Uh-huh. Well... It says on the perimeter of the Trade District. Maybe it is on the other side. Ah, haha. I see what they were doing now. They basically have got this guy all the way over here on this side. Look. Winery. This has got to be the most isolated location in the whole Stormwind.
Light be with you.
All right, buddy. Cask of Merlot, 8 silver. Just one of those, please. Ah, so you can't see it unless you get close enough. Ah. It's a nice view, isn't it? I didn't know they had a clock in the top of there. That's cool. Level 21. Wow.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so now where do I turn this in? Redridge? And Lakeshire, it says. Yeah, dude. Ah, this guy's got Thunder Fury. Nice. Crit happens. Brand Marshal. That guy's been to AQ and he's been all over the place. Wow. I'm impressed, brother. He's got all the cool stuff.
Greetings. Need help?
Off to Redridge.
Be careful.
So these guys are selling an entire leveling kit that gets you from engineering 1 to 300 and alchemy 1 to 300. What? Man, these guys are industrious. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Wounds the target. Lowers their intellect. It's alright, I guess. So this will free up 1, 2, 3. Where's this one? 4. Boom. Dude, these guys are going to be partying tonight with all this booze, bro. You can call me Santa Claus. Ouch. Grats. Forgot this guy was in the building. Hello,
Hello.
Moto.
See you around.
Light be with you. Light bless you. For the Alliance.
Well, that wasn't the guy I needed. I was like, dry times is going to give me more than just 120 XP. It better. Nice.
Well met. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
This is what I needed right here. 38 silver. Thank you. I think we'll keep the one I've got. The one I've got
What
is a
can I
little
do for
better.
you? Have a good one.
Then look, I can come over here. Oops. Chunk of meat. Man, so many guilds are recruiting right now. Huh. Alright, let's find this stupid necklace. It's down there somewhere, I tell you what. I'm pretty sure I'm looking for like a little mound, like a little noticeably dark mound somewhere underneath the water. Ick. Murlocs. Is that it? No. Get out of here. Man, my aim is awful. Or I just need a better gun. More chance to hit. That's cool, isn't it? Water makes a little ripple. That's neat. Alright, I know I need that for Murloc fin soup. Ah, there it is. Found it. Mine. Yes. Yes. We needed this. Alright, kids. Found your dang necklace. Boom. Meow. That's actually a pretty good chunk of XP. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good XP.
Open for business.
Tradeswoman. Hey, do you sell coarse thread
Looking for
by any
something
chance?
specific?
Yes, you do. Excellent.
See you later.
That's exactly what I needed. So I'm not sure what... Oh, it's another wanted sign? I didn't even see it. Ah, that's why. It's right here. 40 silver for killing this guy, huh? Try by. Alright. And we got another quest over here. A little questicle.
What can I do for you?
We get some
one.
recipes. More recipes. That's awesome. All right, so we got the booze quest turned in. We got well, we got the Defias quest continued a little bit more, and we've positioned ourselves to rock. I have to go eat lunch, but we'll be back after lunch. So we'll see you guys soon.